Hi guys, I'm Roger Knowles. Welcome to the Alwaysgamestv news update. Warner Bros. Interactive announced a few days ago that their upcoming Lord of the Rings game, Middle-earth: Shadows of Mordor, developed by Monolith Productions, will be set between The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings stories, bridging the gap between the two. The game is a dynamic open-world action role-playing game set in the Tolkien universe. You'll be playing as Talion, a ranger of Gondor and a guardian of the Black Gate. However, you will be set upon and Talion's friends and family will be killed by Sauron's armies. This gameplay trailer is a pre-alpha footage but does show off the developer's new Nemesis system. The Nemesis system is a next-gen living world that apparently will create unique personal enemies on every playthrough. Boss enemies will also remember previous encounters with you and will reference to those past events during later encounters.
Left my master to burn, so I'm gonna cut you slow and savor every twitch.
The trailer also shows off an impressive combat system, very similar to Arkham series or even Assassin's Creed games. In fact, there does seem to be a lot of similarities between this new Middle-earth game and the Assassin's Creed games. As you see Talion climb and scale buildings, you get a feeling of Assassin's Creed or even Uncharted. It also seems that I wasn't the only one getting this sense of deja vu. A former Ubisoft developer who worked on the first two Assassin's Creed games went onto Twitter and claimed that the latest Lord of the Rings game, Middle-earth: Shadows of Mordor, appears to be using code and animations from Assassin's Creed 2. The developer, who I won't name here, but can be easily found though if you go to Google, shared his suspicions on Twitter after the release of the pre-alpha trailer of the game. He tweeted, "Check it out guys, I apparently made a Middle-earth game. Seriously, can someone tell me how Assassin's Creed 2 code and assets are in the Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor game? I'm fine with it if people know what it is, but if they think they are going to sneak this under the radar, so much nope." Not entirely sure what he meant by that. Watch the video, that's AC2 stuff in there, code and animations for sure. Someone else tweeted back and claimed that the battle resembled more to Batman Arkham series than Assassin's Creed. The developer went on to reply with, "I spent 2 years staring at Assassin's Creed 2, I know it when I see it." He also went on to say, "I know I don't have any legal rights to what I did on Assassin's Creed 2, but I do sure hope I get a special thanks on the Middle-earth game." There has presently been no statement from Ubisoft or the publisher of Shadow of Mordor, Warner Bros., to confirm or deny his claim. We don't know, however, the legal situation or what have been said between the two companies. Perhaps the assets of the code have been sold to Warner to be used for this game. The former developer who worked for Ubisoft would not know of this transaction or deal. Maybe the code is brand new and solely belongs to Warner. In the end, there is only footage of a guy climbing and doing stealth attacks on enemies, and doing a sort of eagle stance while moving across the ropes, and has a very familiar radar on the bottom of the screen. But this one's on the left, the Assassin's Creed was on the right, so it was totally different. Also, this wraith world view that Talion can switch to help him see his targets is nothing like Eagle Eye. Honest. Anyway, mentioning the wraith abilities, in all honesty, they do seem to be where the game stands out from the rest and introducing an interesting mechanic to the game. Not only does it aid Talion in seeing and pursuing his targets, but it also gives him a special attack abilities such as speed up time attack and even slow down time to an almost bullet time effect for more accurate bow shots. However, where this mechanic really does shine is with its possession abilities. You can bend enemies' wills to your own, and you can get them to either assassinate other orc leaders, terrorize Mordor's armies, or even spy for you. In this trailer, it shows off what would happen if you chose to send him to assassinate a higher ranking orc in the Mordor army.
Every time we're going to kill. He's betrayed us.
The game will also contain a leveling up system with 2 skill trees, a ranger tree and a wraith tree, each with its own abilities. Not much information was said on these details in the trailer, but I'll keep you up to date with future videos when they are released. However, there are a few bits of information of the leveling system that are in the video if you look closely, such as the combo chain mechanic during combat. The larger the combo, the more XP you get. Also showing off different levels of orc captain that you are after and whether or not it is advisable to attack this individual at this time. Overall, guys, I do think Warner has used similar ideas to previous games such as Assassin's, Uncharted, Arkham series. But is there anything wrong with taking good mechanics, adding some of your own, and putting an IP such as Lord of the Rings with them? Personally, I say no. Take these ideas, use them, improve on them. As long as they don't take the weird story arcs of Assassin's Creed series. Believe me, Ubisoft can keep those. Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor will be coming out later in the year on PC, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360 and Xbox One. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to keep up to date with the Middle-earth: Shadows of Mordor news, please subscribe and more videos will be coming soon. Don't forget guys to follow us on Twitter and check out our website, alwaysgamestv.com. I'm Roger Knowles, this is Always Games TV, we'll see you next time.